My name is Alex and I give you the latest tips and tricks on social media. Today we talk about Periscope and I want to share with you 5 tips you must know, and I think you don't. At least one of those I'm pretty sure you don't, but let's see if I'm right. Let me flip the screen. Hello my friends, it's pretty late. I'm curious who tunes in. Whole Europe is sleeping probably, but not everyone is in Europe, right? So let's directly dive in. If you like it, feel free to tap here on the number of viewers and share it out to the world. I highly appreciate it. Chocolate Johnny's in the house, love it. Tina, Ellie, thank you Jody, Anna Tax, great people in here. Liz just tuned in. Hello again. That's true. It's late afternoon. It's late at night in Germany. I almost forgot where I am right now. Thanks for all the shares. Really appreciate you, my friends. I also will like everyone who shared it after the scope. So as more and more people tune in, 5 quick tips you must know. And number 1, many people don't talk about this, but this is especially important, and that's why I want to start with this. If you turn on your location, on Periscope, you need to know, and please share this out because that's really important for everyone to know, it goes down to street level. So if you switch on location and people see you on the map, they can pinch, they can zoom in, and it goes up to street level. So better if you're at home alone and you are not, well, especially when you live somewhere in the forest, you probably shouldn't do this. So please make sure that if you turn on location, it gives you an extra promotion. It's a kind of trade-off, but it's a little danger for your safety because it goes down to street level. Number 2, explain people how to share. Ask for a share. If you want to grow your audience, you need to ask for shares. And when you ask for a share, I want to give you the exact formula in the next minute how you get the most shares out of Periscope. Are you ready for it? It's a 3-step formula. It works like a charm. I get at least 50 shares each broadcast with this formula. So let's do this. Step number one is you come up with great content. You introduce yourself, you tell what this broadcast is about, and then you tell people, if you like it, please share this out, and I will give a shout out to everyone who shares it in the next 30 seconds. And then explain how they can do this by just tapping here on the number of viewers and then tap on the share button and share it on Twitter and on Facebook and invite the followers. And then when someone is doing this, I'm going to repeat the name and going to give them a shout out so they see that it's really happening. Ask for a share. You have the poop hearts. Well, triumph. I appreciate you even though. So shout out to Miss Lady Clock, Tina Tweedy, Melanie Madsen. Most of you shared already, so you don't need to share again. But just that you know, ask for a share. Number 3, it's a fun fact. If you use the front camera, everything you see is mirrored. Means I see the number of viewers here. I see the hearts coming up here, but I know that you see them here. So don't do the mistake and tell people that they should press here because they don't see it there. It's mirrored. The front camera is mirrored. It's the opposite side. So make sure to point to the right direction because the number of viewers are here and not there. Keep that in mind when you are broadcasting. And if you use the front camera, everything is mirrored for you. Number 4 is setting up a nice thumbnail. Number 4 is setting up a nice thumbnail. So how do you do this? It's pretty simple. The last Periscope takes an image of the last 30 seconds. When you finish your podcast, the last 30 seconds will be one frame out of the last 30 seconds of your podcast will be your thumbnail image. And thanks for all the shares. Really appreciate it. Tim Kelly, thanks for inviting. Steven, thanks for inviting. So what you need to do is, you can flip the camera, maybe you have something prepared, maybe you want to print something out, maybe you want to cross-promote your channels, and take a screenshot. Not take a screenshot. Take the last 30 seconds needs to be a frame you want to have as a thumbnail. Unfortunately, it's not the last frame, it's not the first frame, it's one frame of the last 30 seconds. And it will be around at this size. So in the middle of the screen will be your thumbnail. So if you want to set up, usually if I don't set that up, I'm looking like this. Honestly, I'm looking like this. On all my scopes, if I don't set that up, Periscope takes like the worst image all the time. Who knows what I'm talking about? Give me a thumbs up if you know what I'm talking about. It's so true. You do a 1-hour broadcast and Periscope manages to take the worst second of your whole broadcast and displays it a thumb image, right? Anyway, number 5 is private broadcasts. Many people agree. So, well, that's a big problem. I talked to Periscope in the beginning of the week, and we said, like, please give us an option to choose, to upload, like on YouTube, that we can upload our image. That would be amazing, don't you think? I would love it. I would absolutely love it. But, you know, that's just how it is. Unfortunately, they haven't implemented it yet. Number 5 is you can practice in private broadcasts. And most of the people don't know it. Most of the people don't do it. But it's a crucial part of Periscope. You can start a private broadcast. Only people you allow to join can join. And that's a good tip for beginners. Are you on Facebook Live, Alex? Yes, Bobby, I am. So, to give you a quick recap, the 5 things we talked about. Number 1 is location services goes down to street level. So make sure if you turn on location services that this is a kind of trade-off between safety and promotion. Number 2, ask for a share and do it in the right way. Number 3, your screen is mirrored. Your front camera is mirrored. Number 4, your thumbnail image is one frame out of the last 30 seconds of your scope. And number 5, practice in private scopes by turning them on. Great information. You're most welcome. What else do we have here? How can I do a private Pericast? Well, it's pretty simple. All you need to do is once before you start a broadcast, you just need to, there are 4 buttons you can press. The first one is, I think, location services. The second one is for private broadcast. The third one is turning on or off if people can comment everyone or just people you follow. And number 4 is sharing it on Twitter. So what I always do is, I turn on location, all 4 I know it goes down on street level, and Twitter. What are your questions, my friends? How do you promote a private broadcast? Well, you can choose who can tune in and they get a push notification. So you cannot really promote it, you can just invite people to a private broadcast. What else? I scope a lot at night, lighter videos come out much better if you brighten the screen first. Well, you can play a little bit with lighting. I like it pretty simple. I have one light coming from the left, one light coming from the right, and that's my whole lighting. Where do you find the settings? In the screen before you start a broadcast. So on that screen where the red button is, there you see all those settings above the red button. No, I'm Iranian, not Pakistani. I'm Lima. Is it safe to turn on location? Well, it depends. I turn it on, but I want that everyone is aware, please share that out if you haven't done it, that if you turn it on, it goes down on street level. Yes, I see this, Egan. Patti Oliva, you're most welcome. Your lighting is perfect. Well, you know, I can show you how it is without the lighting. You can just switch it off. It will be like this. It's not that bad either. I think it's a little bit... what I like to do is, when I talk about educational stuff, I like to turn on the light. As soon as I start to chit-chat, what we do right now, I turn it off. I did this for a couple of weeks and it worked pretty well. So people can see what we do right now. Do we talk about education or are we already talking about your questions? It's one way of doing this. Can you do a private cast to do the hearts count? No, in the private broadcast, hearts don't count. How do you change the thumbnail again? It's one frame out of the last 30 seconds. So if you really want to have a beautiful, a beautiful picture, then probably for the last 30 seconds, it's like this. If I would sit like this for 30 seconds, it would make sure that it will be this picture. But it will be pretty dumb. So what I like to do is, I like to use the back camera and point on an image, and that's my thumbnail then. Strike a pose, right? My bar featured on Periscope on New Year's O'Connors. That's great, Saltil. Thank you, Jazz. Really appreciate it. What are your questions about Periscope or anything related to social media? I can help you out. I remember your scopes of 6 months ago. You had a lot of viewers. Why did it decline, Alex? Melison, because I'm a lazy guy when it comes down to Periscope. I was just lazy. I was not periscoping at all, but it's increasing. If you watched my Periscope yesterday, it was like 40 people. Now it's 70 people. Maybe tomorrow it will be 80 or 90 people. I have to gain my viewers again. I have to work hard to get you back. That's the thing. It's like on Facebook or Instagram. If you don't do it every day, you miss out. I missed out. Why does Periscope even utilize such a precise location? That's a great question, Levy. I don't know. Well, we're glad you're back, Jody. And I would come back every day. Where do you see Periscope in the next 2 to 3 years? No one knows. It's a great question, but no one knows. No one knows what Facebook will be in 2 to 3 years or Snapchat will be. And it doesn't matter. Let me explain why. You just need to follow your audience. If you engage with your audience and they jump on another platform, you jump on another platform too. I couldn't care less if in 2 years the #1 platform will be Periscope or Snapchat or Facebook or Twitter. I don't care. I'm close with my followers and I go where they go. Location was zoomed out slightly to make it more obscure. The accuracy was also changed. Yeah, but it's still street level if you zoom in on the map. Maybe they changed the accuracy at some point, but I just checked it. It's still street level. Yeah, my eye didn't work out, Millicent. That's true. My eye didn't work out. I used my eye. The problem was they had no comments. I even reached out to the team on my eye and said well, listen, if you don't use comments, it's a step back. People want to have comments. People love that engagement right now. That's what Periscope does pretty fine. I like Snapchat. I feel a broadcaster should have the option to push a play button to hear fewer. Great thing, Scotty. I would love this on Periscope too. Would you agree? Give me a thumbs up if you agree. If I could tap on a comment and unmute you like I can do on GoToWebinar, that would be just amazing. I will do a podcast about 5 features I would love Periscope to have. Maybe at the weekend. Maybe on Saturday I'm going to do this. If you're not following someone and no one you followed shared, how do they pop on your life? They see you on the map. They can see you on the map, and they can see you if they look for hashtags. Many people like that, but my number one feature request would be a follow button here. I would love to have a follow button over here, so I could just tell you, well, just tap here and follow me. Now it's difficult. Now you have to tap here, and then you have to tap on my name, and then you have to tap on the follow button. What's your favorite social media app? Bobby, truth be told, it's Periscope. It really is. I just love Periscope. It's just an amazing app. I love the engagement. But I'm using many others too. I'm sorry for commenting in Spanish. Well, I'm sorry that I can't speak Spanish. Otherwise, I wouldn't care. How to turn chat on for everyone? It's turned on. Everyone can comment. It's turned on. If you have more than 100 viewers, you don't see all the comments. But right now I see all your comments. At least it should work. Hello, my friend. Hey, Miss Beautiful. Long time no see, right? Fuba, thank you for inviting the followers. Really appreciate you, my friend. So let's do a couple of more questions. What are your questions? I'm learning good stuff. Well, Oskita, that's what I'm talking about. I hope I can help. The best thing, in my opinion, about Periscope is learning about new cultures and meeting new people. Totally agree with you. Sweet dreams, Alex. Thank you, Nicole. Appreciate your time. Thanks for sharing this kind of stuff, bro. You're most welcome, my friend. So your thoughts on age limit restriction? Well, Livy, I think people younger than 13 years old shouldn't use social media at all. Actually, it's forbidden. You shouldn't use Facebook if you're below 13 years old. Many people do, but that's their decision. I believe actually on Periscope with the location service and everything, I mean, you cannot really set it to an age. People, young adults, teenagers, that's the word I was looking for. Teenagers need to be self-aware. They need to know what they're doing. They need to know about things like location services. They need to know what they're talking about. They need to understand that the internet doesn't forget. It's more a self-awareness issue than it is an age issue in my eyes. But as a rule of thumb, I would say around 13 years. There are other communities where you can be younger, but that's just my guess. They would need to sign up using a credit card to verify age. Well, probably. That will be one issue, but that will make it too complicated, so they won't use it. You made money for using Periscope? Yeah. Yeah, I even have a course. Most of the students came from Periscope. Make like 5K a month out of this course. It's not really my first income stream, but it's one income stream. And one income stream which solely is based on Periscope, by the way. Parents need to know what their children are doing online. Yeah, but they have to approach them on eye level. If you are a parent, and I talk a lot about kids and parents and teachers. I'm talking a lot at schools starting in October here in Germany. I'll go to Swiss, Austria, and Germany and talk on boarding schools about the disconnect between teachers, parents, and kids. Periscope should be a community that support each other. Well, this is Periscope in my eyes. Social media is becoming the new babysitter. But yeah, but that's not good, Scotty. That's the problem, That's not good. Not hate on each other with jealousy and envy. Totally agree with you. Let's do a couple of more questions before I hop off. I'm gonna go sleep. It's 1:45 a.m. here in Germany. It's also late for you, AJ, by the way, and thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate you, my man. What are your questions? The real MJG, inviting followers. Really appreciate you, my friend. If I watch my Periscope, I watched the replay of my Periscope, I was totally off track. yesterday. I have to get into Periscope again because I didn't scope for a couple of days. It was pretty weird for me too. And exactly this scope, Periscope retweeted. My scope yesterday was not my best one, by far. And Periscope retweeted that Periscope stream, so I felt a little bit weird about that. But anyway. Is Anchor still the thing? I haven't been on that in months. AJ, me neither. I really don't know. I think Anchor is still existing. I think they are still implementing new tools and modifying their services. But I lost track too. What about trolls? I will do a whole podcast about trolls pretty soon. Maybe on Monday or Tuesday, maybe even tomorrow. I will do a whole podcast about how to deal with trolls. What are the 5 things? The 5 things are that you should understand that location services are going down on street level, that how you share and how you ask for a share, I explained that in the first 5 minutes of the scope, that your screen is mirrored when you use the front camera, so I see the number of viewers here, but you see them there, that you set up your thumbnail in the last 30 seconds of your stream, and that you can start private broadcasts to practice. Trolls thrive on attention, ignore them and they leave. Probably some do, you're right, Scotty. Periscope needs to ban people who make 50 accounts. They do those kind of things. Are you going to IBC in Amsterdam? I don't know, AJ, but I will be in London on Snap Happen. I'm going to be in a panel at Snap Happen in the end of next month, I think 22nd of September. So if you're in London too, let's meet up. I would love to. I totally want to run my fingers through your hair. That's sweet, though. Alex, I want to ask you something. Jess, go for it. Hopefully Periscope sees this. Go for it. It's often about 2 meters out. What's the question, Jess? Bring it. What do you mean by street view? It goes down to street level. So if you zoom in, you will see the street from someone is broadcasting from. I draw professionally. I don't leave just because you ignore me. There you go. So Jess, still waiting on your questions. I'm in Scotland. Feel free to visit us up here too. Scotty, that's amazing. But we have a full plan as I saw the schedule. And I'll only be there for 3 days. But if you can make it to London, feel free to visit us. Melanie, that's so sweet. Well, not as far as Germany is though. Turn off location for safety. Totally depends. Periscope should ban people with so many accounts with the same IP address. Either way, get rid of. They have a couple of systems in place, which they are working on, so which they deploy against. When you started Periscope, you already had a following, probably right. Livy, no. I even did a screenshot. You find on my Facebook profile, facebook.com/1AlexKhan. I had on the first day when I started with Periscope, I had 40 followers. That's true. Those were the ones I had coming from Twitter. I had 40. If you turn off location, you don't appear on Apple TV or Map. Well, AJ, that's a problem with Apple TV I don't need to face because Munich is anyway not part of Apple TV on Periscope, which is pretty bad. I would love to have Munich there too, but whole Germany is not part of this Apple TV thing. Well, that's just what it is. Yeah, you're right. There's a lot of jealousy going on. So how long have you been doing this, if I might ask? Well, Livy, since, I can tell you the exact date because it's the date Periscope came out and I used the white space to grow. It was the 26th of March 2015. And I did more than probably 600 scopes so far. So I did a lot of Periscope streams. Yes, March 26th, not 22nd. Or was it 22nd? No, it was. I'm pretty sure it was 26th. What was your favorite trip this year? I think it was San Diego. I really loved the trip to San Diego. I attended the social media marketing world. Met a lot of great friends from the US. So, to be honest, hopefully when I get my main account, I'm only going to invite 2 scopers like you. Oh, that's so sweet, Jess. Thank you. You know, scoping is not that difficult as long as you talk to people. I mean, the main reason 50 people are in this room right now is that we have a conversation. It's not me educating, it's we having a chat. Otherwise, you could just watch TV. Probably it's more sophisticated than this here. Well, depending on what you watch. If you watch like a kind of Discovery Channel, it probably is. If you watch like a daily soap, it is not. Kisses from, oh, I better pronounce this right, Guadalajara, Mexico. Thank you, Patty. Really appreciate it, my friend. Hope you're having an amazing day. And now I think I lost the comments. It froze. That's a bummer. I don't see any comments anymore. But what I will do is, if you still can hear me, I don't see any comments anymore, and that's pretty bad, right? Oh, I think the whole app froze. Yeah. I cannot even, I don't know if you can still hear me, but I can't do anything anymore. That's bad. That's bad. It's just freezing. Huh. Cannot even close the app, so I have to click the home button. That's just what it is. Sorry guys, if you still hear me. Oh, I'm back again. Here we go. I'm back again. I switched it. I changed, and here's what I explained to you. What I'm trying to do right now is the last 30 seconds I will display this here because this will be my thumbnail. I hope without the bug it still works. So just if you ask yourself, for us it was fine. Well, for me, I couldn't see anything, but now it works again. So great for doing so. I hope it works. We will see it. Check out the replay. Wait 1 or 2 minutes, and then we will see if this will really be the thumbnail image. I hope it will. Usually it works, but now as we had a little glitch, maybe it does not. Especially because I turned down the red button. You see me? I don't think you can see me right now. You probably see like 3 different or 4 different bulbs in different shades. Have a great night too. What does it take for a new broadcaster like myself to get a follow from you, buddy? Well, Scotty, great content. Shoot me an email, tell me what it's about. And that's it. That's it. Bro, if you tune in to more broadcasts, I'm following. It's like this. You build rapport by tuning in again, doing it like you did today, with great comments. I really appreciate your comments. I'm gonna follow. That's it. You're most welcome, Scotty. Really appreciate you, my man. So I wish everyone a nice night or nice day, depending on where you are in the world. And I'm gonna hop off now, and hopefully this image will be my thumbnail image. Let's see if it works. Have an amazing day, my friends. Bye-bye.